Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. For tuning in and spending some time with me. If you do enjoy budgeting videos that use real numbers and talk about paychecks and household budgeting and paying bills and savings, this may be a channel that you enjoy, so I would love if you stuck around and subscribed. Check out this little keychain. How cute is this? Do you guys shop at Aldi's? It says it's an Aldi thing and then it holds a quarter. How cute is this? So this is so handy. I mean, I always keep a quarter for Aldi's like in my console of my car, you know, just so I always make sure I have one. But this is so cute. I don't know. I just love it. Anyway, so let's see. We are going to talk about my $2,382 savings challenge today. Yeah, $2,382. So that is a challenge. It's a little bit interesting. It's a little bit different. It prompts you to save a certain amount every single month based on what month of the year it is. So I have my money here to stuff for June, but I'm doing it backwards, and I'll explain to you what that means. One viewer had the great idea that it might be beneficial to do this challenge backwards and start out with the amount for December. And the reason why that might be helpful is because in December, you may not have quite as much money to put aside for a savings challenge. And working your way backwards kind of prompts you to save the most at the beginning of the year. However, if you're somebody who might use some credit cards to pay for Christmas gifts and Christmas shopping, holiday shopping, whatever it is that you do, January might be a more difficult month for you to come up with the money because you're paying off the holidays. So it just depends on what your budget is set up like and what your uses are. But I decided to take her advice and do this challenge backwards. So the way it works is in January, since January is the first month of the year, you save $1 to represent the first month every single day of the month. February is the second month of the year, so you save $2. March is the third month, $3, so on and so forth, until you hit December, which is the 12th month of the year, and you save $12 a day. So that is the greatest amount that you would put aside for 1 month, and that was $372. And then working backwards, $330, $310, $270, $248, and for this month, it would end up being $217. So January, February, March, April, May, June. So it's just a month. I'm almost where I would be anyway, because it's the halfway point. So I'm going to add $217 today, and then add up everything and count it all together and come up with a grand total where I'm at. At the end of the year, if you do this according to the formula and you follow it every single month, you should have a grand total of $2,382 saved up. So it's the first time I've done this challenge. This isn't anything I came up with. In fact, I may have seen this on Pinterest or just somewhere out there on the internet. I'm not sure. I was looking for a savings challenge to do this year and looking for something a little bit different, something a little fun, you know, and I came up with this schematic. This is my bullet journal, and if you remember, I added this to my bullet journal way back in January of this year, so I could start with a clean slate. So I am going to color this in, and I need $217. So let's make sure we have that much already. So we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 210, 215, 216, and 217. So we're right on the money. Literally, no pun intended. So if I take $1,530 and I add 217, so $1,530 is what I should have, plus 217 from today, I should have $1,747 already saved. So you may be wondering, or, you know, asking, well, what are you going to do with this money at the end of the year? I really don't know. I could have used this as my quote unquote Christmas club savings, but I already have a fund for that for Black Friday. And in fact, I have to go all the way to December 1st at least to add the rest of the money. I mean, I could do it ahead of time, but that kind of takes the fun out of the challenge. I want to do it on a timely basis. but I'm not really sure. I could put it in the end toward any home repairs that we have, or I could just take this lump sum and I could apply it to our mortgage. I could do that. Now, it's kind of funny, and there's a change in me. There's like an inbred change in me because before I would have said, you know what, I really want a Louis Vuitton purse, or I want fill in the blank. And my way of thinking has really changed ever since we paid off all our credit cards, my student loans, the home improvement loans that we had. Once we became debt free, it was like a switch flipped in my brain, and I just wanted to keep that momentum going. I'm really, really afraid of going back into debt. It's just something that I don't think I could handle. You know, and of course there's going to be times in our lives where we are in debt, but by choice, just to, you know, spend the money on something. I mean, it's nice to treat yourself. I mean, I'm all for treating yourself, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, girl, you've got other priorities right now. You know, your house isn't paid off. You want to do something different with your life. You know, you want to have more financial freedom. And in order to be able to make different decisions and have freedom, you have to be as close to being debt-free as possible. So, I won't be buying any expensive purses in the near future or anything like that. I mean, I kind of had my time with that, and it got me a lot of debt. That's what it did. It got me a lot of debt. So, all right, I want to fill in, color in. Do I want to use this color? Do I want to use something different? I didn't use this color yet. All right, I'm going to choose a different color. So I'm going to fill in, color in this entire month. Now, if you were somebody who wanted to check in with yourself every day, you could literally color in one block a day and put $7 aside every day. I've done stuff like that where you save like $5 a day for the entire year or something like that, or you try to. I don't think I ever saw any challenge like that clear through to the end. Or you save $1 a day for the whole year, you know, something like that, where you physically kind of make it a point, like a little tiny chore for yourself or a little task for yourself to put that cash aside every day. So you could technically do something like that, but for me, it's just easier just to take it in one lump sum and put it aside sometime during the month, at least by the end of the month. So here is the money that I have set aside, that I've had set aside since January. So I'm gonna organize. Do I have a $5 bill in here? I do. So I'm gonna slip that in there, put the 10 here, put my 20s here, and then put my 50s here. So I'm gonna count this, and at the end I should have $1,747 total. So let me do that real quick. 100, 200, 300, 354, 455, 556, 650, 7, 20, 40, 50, 88, 20, 40, 50, 89, 20, 40, 50, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 50, 80, 11, 20, 40, 50, 80, 12, 20, 40, 50, 80, 13, 20, 40, 50, 80, 14, 20, 40, 50, 80, 15, 20, 40, 50, 80, 16, 20, 40, 50, 80, 17, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. $1,747. All right, so I'm gonna put that back in my little saving tracker. I'm gonna close my bullet journal, and I feel really badly because I didn't keep this going throughout the year, and I could jump right back into it because we're only halfway through the year and it's definitely not too late. So I don't know, that might be something that I end up doing, but I just feel badly because I had such high hopes for myself to complete an entire 12-month bullet journal, and I just didn't do it. And I really need to become more disciplined with things. You know, there's some things that I'm super disciplined about, and there's other things that I just let slide because I can. And I don't like that about my personality. I really wish that I wouldn't be so much of a quitter, you know, and see things through to the end, because I feel like when I do that, it's very satisfying to complete a goal or to, you know, see something through, you know, all the way to the finish. And I just get really down on myself when I don't do that. So that's something that I really, really need to work on. And I guess it's going to take some baby steps to do that. So let's, as a final thing, let's add, let me look back, 217, right? Yeah. Let's add that information to my paycheck budget sheet. So I'm just gonna write savings challenge. I'm gonna add 217. And I'm trying to make these budget sheets that I have, I'm trying to make them as complete as possible. So I'm gonna just write savings shall right here, and it's gonna be plus 217. All right, maybe I should have listed that under miscellaneous and left this for my sinking funds. Well, I have sinking funds up here, so, okay, that's all right. This is my total in sinking funds right now, and this is how much I added to my sinking funds. I did do some reorganization, so if you missed that video and you want to check that out, I just decided it was time to give somewhat of a different purpose to some of the money that I've been saving. I also had to deplete a couple funds for various reasons, and I got into the reasons for that in that video. But yeah, so far so good. I think it's okay. I think we're gonna be okay this month. Like I said, my husband got his lowest commission of 2022. It was $1,070 for last month. He gets paid a month behind. So quite different than his previous commissions. And that's why I had explained, you know, when we get a larger commission, or when he gets a larger commission, you know, I just kind of put it in perspective that yes, we're super grateful and it's good money, and you know, we're very excited with what we can do with it. In fact, I was just looking for one here, but maybe I won't find it. But in the end, we kind of have to make everything balance out. So when he has a lesser month, we have to maybe take some of the money from the better months, or you know, whatever. But the better months this year have allowed us to make extra payments on our mortgage to the tune of more than $15,000 so far for the year. So far on our mortgage payoff, we've made $5,400 plus $5,400 plus $5,800. So we made $16,600 in extra mortgage payments directly onto our principal this year. So we're going to try to keep that momentum going and make one more quarterly payment that totals $5,400. And that's why I thought perhaps this savings challenge could go toward that. I don't know. It just depends. So I have to give it some thought. Budgets are always changing. They're always fluid. And if something isn't working out, or you see a better way to do things, I think that's the beauty of keeping a budget, you know, to kind of see how it morphs and changes throughout the year, or, you know, sometimes throughout the month. You could have a plan or a goal at the beginning of the month, and certain things happen, or you change your mind about something, or, you know, decide better. And, you know, halfway through the month, you might change your plan, and that's okay too. I think just as long as you're tracking and you're, you know, archiving and writing everything down and working your budget, you know, whatever you decide to do with it, I think it all works out in the end, just as long as you're tracking. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed, again, I would love if you stuck around and did so. It would mean a lot to me. I'm going to try to get the momentum going on the channel again. I'm going to try and do a video every day, but we'll see how it goes. I am going to be working in some vlogs, and we got our HelloFresh delivery today. So not sponsored naturally, but I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that it was an economical way to go about things. You know, try it for a little while. We used to do it a long time ago, but there's lots of discount codes to come back and try again. So yeah, so we're going to do that this week, and that's about it. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying healthy, and of course I hope I see you guys in my next video. Take care.